Fuck it, man. We're just going live. We're just doing it. We're just doing it. We're just doing it. We're just gonna go live. Been like scared to click the live button, man. Not gonna lie, guys. I've just been lazy. I've been super lazy. Just been freaking lazy, yo. I don't know. But today, we're just gonna hit the live button. Even if it's just for an hour, you know? Maybe we'll play a beat in the background. If you're just coming in, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's share it. All that good stuff. We do have some things to talk about. Send now. Solfang. Hobazane. Lol. Hobazane. Sofa King, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Tell Zane to holla at your boy. I'll let him know, bro. Me and him are real tight like that. We go way back, bro. Alright, boys. Alright, girls. Alright, boys. 3 days left. 3 days left of NACT. 3 days left. I also have some cool news for you guys. You guys are gonna be really proud of me. You guys are gonna be real big dog TREX, yeah. I've quit vaping. I quit smoking. I have, all right. I do have to say, I have this guy, but it has 0% nicotine, and this has been the only thing that has kind of gotten me through the past couple days. But I'm on like day 5 of barely any nicotine. I've taken like a puff of a vape once or twice in some of the days and stuff like that, but overall, I have stopped smoking nicotine. And by the time we get to grand finals, I will not be vaping at all. I will not be vaping at all. So yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Make this bigger. There we go. There we go. That's nice. That's good size, I feel like. TREX the Vapor Arc deactivated, yo. TREX the Vapor Arc has been deactivated. It's pretty crazy. Who gonna win? Who gonna win? Who's gonna win? Why did you quit? Did you go through something that made you want to quit, or just thinking about long-term health? Just kind of a mix of both. I've been wanting to quit for a while. And it makes a lot of things harder, man. It's like it really kind of governs a lot of the way I do a lot of things, and I'm kind of tired of it. Tired of like having trouble casting on a 3 or 4 hour desk without hitting my fucking vape, and like stressing about it, and having to either like put a patch on, or like while I'm on a break run and hit my vape real quick. And it's just, when I fly on plane, like there's just so many things that I do every day, and it's just I'm just tired of it kind of governing my life, man. It's annoying. Today so early? It's only 9. It's 11:30, bro. This is not early. This is not early, guys. Not early at all. We are going to talk about How do you quit something? Why the quotations? How do you stop smoking? Who's playing this Saturday? Here, we'll pull up the games. Pull up the games, bros. Broskis. Huh? I can't smoke less every day though. That's the problem. I had to just cold turkey it, and then like I might hit, I think so. Day 1 I hit a vape 2 times. Day 2 I hit a vape like 2 times. Day 3, I think over the past week I've hit a vape like 2 to 3 times every day. That's it though. Like when I get back from work, I'll hit one, and then like at the end of the night. But right now there's not a single vape in my house other than this zero nick. So like the next couple days will be just completely nothing. But like I had to not have any vapes around. Like the only reason I hit it was because someone was around me that had one, and I was like, let me just hit that. All right, let's look at golly, bro. All right, guys, let's recap. Let's recap, baby. Let's recap, baby. Hold on. Let's recap. I'm gonna turn off this freaking music, bro. Annoying. All right, guys. We also got to go over the patch. I haven't even read the patch notes, not gonna lie. Like I said, I've been quitting vaping, and it's been taking up a lot of my mental space. Spirited Away, what's up? Jack, Emilio, Mashuda, Bitter Banana. Let's go over it. We could go over the update actually. We can do that real quick. Go over update. All right, let's go over. Let's see. Oh my god. It's been so long since I've been on here, bro. Oh, I just got a bunch of diamonds. Whoa. I just got a shit ton of diamonds. Should we roll? You guys want to roll for something? We'll do it after. Events. Let's see. Patch notes. Hero adjustments. Eating snacks does help. That's why I have these Jolly Ranchers with the quitting vaping. I've gone through a lot of freaking Jolly Ranchers. I ate a lot of snacks. I also have this zero nicotine vape, which also helps a little bit just with like the habit. Like for me, one of the times that I vape a lot is when I'm reading manga or watching anime like in bed at night. That's when I'll like reach over and grab it. So like there's a couple moments throughout the day when I do something that's like my body will like reach for my pocket or reach for my nightstand or whatever, because it's just so used to it. So this helps with that a little bit. But yeah, it's been a little tough. Been a little tough. Bremer Hayes, all right. We believe that damage-oriented heroes should play the main role of dealing damage on the battlefield, while tank heroes need more defense. Therefore, we have reduced the value of defensive equipments to balance the value difference with offensive equipments. All right. New revamped heroes. We have the Hellcurt revamp. Actually doesn't look bad. Has anyone seen this played, though? Has anyone seen this played? Yo, what the hell? Has anyone actually seen this played? The fact that he, I mean, depending on what his damage looks like, I think he may be able to clear jungle pretty quick, right? Because he's got a speed boost. You add on Blessing of Wilderness. He might really be a monster. Just because of the speed he can clear jungle, possibly. But hey, we'll see. I think we won't really know about Harith until we see pro play. Yeah, I think there's like, after seeing some of the way he works and everything, he looks like out of assassins, he could be viable. I don't know. It's so tough with assassins right now, man. And I feel like still his mid to late game will be super weak once heroes aren't able to be one-tapped. I don't know. We'll see. Heroes that are having major changes include a buff on Chip, Masha, Harith, buff Harith, Julian buff, Ling buff, Hayabusa buff, Lolita buff, Jawhead, Lunox, Joy nerf. They're nerfing Joy. She's already kind of garbage, bro. All right, Chip. Chip mechanics are unique, and the difficulty of mastering him exceeded our expectations. Some of his skills also lacked a satisfying experience. As a result, we have optimized the following aspects to help Chip players have a better experience. All right, so physical defense growth. That's a big physical defense growth. They're almost, I mean, that's what, like 30%? 40%? Magic defense growth, a lot as well. So he's getting much tankier. Passive, big buff to his passive. Decent damage buff. 5%, 6% of target's max HP. Ultimate got nerfed. How would they nerf his ultimate? Already, bro, 70 seconds for an ultimate is pretty freaking long, bro. 50 seconds for a skill is pretty freaking long. What's Lao Yi's ultimate cooldown? When teammates approach the connecting portal placed by chip, a camera overlay will appear on the screen. This feature has some issues and may cause lag for the player in certain situations. Therefore, we have decided to temporarily remove this feature from a skill set, including ultimate and special. I think that's smart. Forget that. I mean, I think it was like a cool idea, but just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Asha. Physical damage equal to 1 to 2% to just 2% of max HP, so physical damage equal to 3 to 6%, active base damage. So we're just kind of balancing her out a bit. The second one takes a nerf, the first one gets a slight buff. All right. Base damage, regular base damage is going up. I don't think they're changing her too much. Harith. I think Harith getting a buff. I want to see this because this could actually be huge because Harith is already kind of a pick that Harith is kind of already a pick that's like for me the Masha we'll see. I think it's kind of like I think when you change this much. All right. First of all, with Masha, sorry I'm jumping all over the place. I think when you change this much of something, like her passive base damage is getting a slight, maybe buff, because it was just 1 to 2, now it's just 2%. Her physical damage equal to 3. Active base damage is getting a slight nerf. Active damage bonus. She's just got so much going on. I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Masha. Sorry for my language. Ultimate is buffed, so that's a bonus. Harith, though. Slightly improve the smoothness of his combos while slightly reducing his damage for balance? What? Reduce the forward swing time of skill 1 by 40%. So it's a much faster skill 1. Skill 1 is the attack, right? It's not the dash. So it's just how much faster it gets. Yeah, but smoothness, I don't think smoothness makes a hero stronger, right? So I think like if they're nerfing his power, that's just a nerf, man. Whether you make it... Now, if you're making the skill kind of faster, I guess, but still, I don't think it's viable to say that just by smoothing out a hero, but lowering their damage is a buff. We'll see. Skill 1, reduce the force swing of the skill. Base damage 236 to 376 plus 84%. So a nerf in power. Explosion damage 590. Also a nerf in power. So I'm not gonna lie. If here's the thing, even if the skill happens quicker, if the cooldown isn't dropped, this is a nerf. Yeah, but still, it kind of feels. Here's the thing, like it's not. I don't know. I guess when he drops him on force, he like either way the cooldown's like nil pretty much. He can just doof 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 doof, right? So I don't know. Hair's shield is now generated before the dash, but no longer receives an increased shield value based on the number of nearby enemies. Yeah, but that is a nerf, bro. That is a nerf. It happens before the dash, but you're not going to get an increased shield value based on nearby enemy heroes. So you're just getting a... That's a nerf. Who cares if it happens before? You're getting way less shield. Feels like a nerf on Harith, I'm not going to lie. I don't know why they're saying it's a buff. A fixed shield. Yeah, but so is the fixed shield more than what it would be than if just one hero? Are they finding a balance? Is it like the average between 1 to 5 heroes around you? Like, is that the fixed shield? Because that's the thing. They're also not really telling us what the fixed shield is. And then for skill 1, reduce the force swing time of skill 1 by 40%. So it happens 40% faster. I'm guessing that's what, like, I'm trying to think. Reduce the force swing time of the skill by 40%, meaning it happens about 40% faster, right? So the skill happens slightly quicker, but you're losing, but the cooldown doesn't happen any quicker. So it's a little easier to hit the skill, pretty much is what we're saying. Pretty much it's a little bit easier to hit it. But to make it easier to hit it, we are dropping down the damage? I don't know. It feels like a nerf. Like, okay, if you were lowering cooldown a little bit or something, like, I don't know. It feels kind of like a nerf. Feels kind of like a nerf, yo. Not gonna lie. Feels kind of like a nerf. If anyone's playing Harith, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. Thumbnail looks fresh. Thank you, man. I'm working on thumbnails. Fixing thumbnails, making new thumbnails, making my thumbnails better. Alright, let's not waste too much time on Harith. Ling is weak in the early and mid game. Yes, we know. And then by the time you get to late game, everyone else is so tanky you still can't do anything. That's the problem. Like, I don't know, man. Ling is weak in the early and mid game and can't get instant kills in the late game. Exactly. So we adjusted the damage ratio of his skills and basic attack. Which hopefully will help him deal more damage in the early game, but reduces sustained damage in the late game. Now, Ling needs offensive and crit equipment more. And given his attack speed, blah, 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 blah. Attack speed, 80% to 40%. So he's taking a... So he's taking a half... tributes. The fuck does that even... Bro, they make this so difficult to understand. His attack speed is at 80%? What does that even mean? Is it... Why can't they just give us a numerical? Like, his attack speed is he hits 0.7. Is it 0.8 out of every second? Is that what 80% means, guys? I feel like they used to make this so much easier. Does 80% mean you hit an eighth of every second? I don't know. Either way, it looks like it's getting dropped in half. They're cutting his attack speed in half. That's what this looks like, but I don't know. Crit chance gained 1.5%, 1.6 times, alright. 1.5 times. Crit chance provided. Damage. This is what I want to know. What's the damage, yo? 250. All right, so big damage. Energy cost also dropped. We could draw some KOF. No, normally patches, listen, patches aren't just for coaches and players. They're for casters, they're for everybody. And I read patches regularly, but some of these are just like, bro. They're saying they drop their, like, it's just, come on. They're not, they could make these patches a little more legible and easier to understand. Like, I get it. Like, this has to mean that they nerfed his attack speed, right? Everyone's reading this the same way as me. They nerfed his attack speed, correct? Want to make sure. It's not like it's hard to understand. By half, exactly. But what the hell does 80% attack speed mean? Can someone just start the beginning part? What's 100% attack speed? Is that once every second? Because a lot of games go by like how many times a character hits a second. So 1.0 would be 1 hit a second, right? If you have a 1.5 attack speed, you're hitting 1.5 times a second. So twice every 3 seconds, right? Or yeah, twice every whatever, right? Or no, 3 times every 2 seconds, right? Whatever. But yeah. So I'm just wondering what the 80% means. If that's what it means, if he's hitting 0.8, so less than once a second. Like it takes him 1 point. You guys, I don't know. Now I'm maybe making it complicated, but either way. They don't give us what. Whatever. I feel like I'm not sounding stupid when I'm talking about this, but who knows? Crit chance gained 1.5 times 1 point. All right, so you get a higher crit chance. Decline. Bro, does my guy have crit chance provided? All right, buff. Yeah, base attack speed, of course. Every hero doesn't have the same base attack speed, does it? Every hero has slightly different attack speeds. At base, I'm pretty sure. In most games they do. And what's up? Oh my god, bro. Ken can explain everything, ask him. Using the skill in the wall doesn't cost energy. Normal version and the version used from walls now share a cooldown. So once you're on the wall, jumping to another wall. Wait. Skill 2 is Finch Pose, right? So jumping onto the wall costs 35 energy now? Or no, it's not Finch Pose. Bro, it's been so long. Either way, man, he's gonna be freaking useless unless all the tanks get nerfed. Julian, we wanted to speed up Julian's jungling and combat before level 3, while allowing him to be more flexible when basic attacks between skills, blah, 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 blah. Casting the enhanced skill makes his basic attack deal more damage for 5 seconds. Casting any skills enhances his basic attacks for 2 seconds. The effect duration can stack. Okay. It's kind of huge. Hayabusa gets a nice base damage buff for early game. That's not that much, though, man. That's not that much. I think they really... need to, like... I don't know, man. If they want... They need to make assassins very strong in the early game. I think that's like the answer. They just... If they want assassins to be viable, they need to make them super strong in the early game and they fall off hard in late game or something. Like, that just has to be it. Not a little bit. They need to be like OP in the first 6 levels. Like from level 1 to level 6, they should be the strongest thing out. They should be able to kill just about anybody. Saber, dash distance, Nerf. I don't care. Lolita. Physical defensive growth. Lita gets a big all right, that's a big buff. New effect. Now Lolita grants herself and nearby allies 1 extra stack of shield after casting skills. Shield of each stack. 50 plus 10 times hero level. The 80 plus 16 times hero level, or plus hero level. The star means times, right? That's actually pretty good. So wait, so the shield stacks every time she uses a skill around you. So you can get 3, so she can give you three of these shields all within boom, boom, boom. That's actually pretty cool. Jawhead. Nothing major with Jawhead. Glue getting a buff. Defense growth, big buff. Magic defense growth, big buff. Almost double on both. Effect change. Touching the glue restores 3% of max HP to glue. Touching the glue restores 6% of max HP to glue if it explodes and hits an enemy hero. So it does not heal you if it does not explode and hits an enemy hero. That's a nerf. That's a nerf. I mean, I guess it's a buff. I don't know. It's weird. You can't. So, like, the point being is, it does. I guess what it does is, it's a buff, but it also makes him much more mechanically based. Because even though you're getting 6%, as long as you, if you're not hitting stuns, you're getting 0. And before, even if you weren't hitting stuns on enemy heroes, if you weren't getting the explosions, you were still able to heal up. You were able to heal up while clearing lanes and things like that. So I think it's, I don't know, it feels kind of like a nerf, at least on skill 1. Damage when attached, 120 plus 50% of total magic power to 30 to 90 plus 50% of total, plus 3% of total HP. Okay, I'd have to see the math on it. Probably a buff. Probably a buff to the ultimate. At least for late game. You could just go tank glue at that point, right? You just go like full tank glue. Or like semi-tank glue. I don't know. Mia without blink skills. Mia needs a greater range, so they increased her range. Not that much, but a little bit. Vaccine time by 50%. Mana cost. Marksmen are all getting adjusted. Carry gets a buff. A nerf. Oh, that's a pretty bad nerf. Skill 2. That's a big cool. That's a big late game. That hurts her late game. We want to nerf her. What a terrible way to put it. We want to nerf her mobility and make her less competitive. Like, I think that's just bad wording, if I do say so myself. That is bad wording. Minotaur needs to cool down a bit after his recent overpowering performance. Increase base defense to match the adjustments of defensive equipment. Physical defense growth, 4 to 5.5. Okay. An extra second? Yeah, that's 1 extra second cooldown. That is bad. Especially late game. It hasn't changed at all early game. They're just nerfing her late game, which that's when carry thrives, so it's kind of... Minotaur gets a nerf for sure. Decline. Matilda got a nerf. That's a big shield nerf. It's almost, we're almost cutting it in, oh, maybe not cutting it in half, but we're cutting it about 30%, 20%. Ultimate cooldown getting raised by 25 seconds. Is that right? This is, and it never changes. Her ultimate will change to 65 seconds. That kind of feels like it could kill Matilda right there. That's tough. Okay, but if you hit during her ultimate second stage sprint, reduce the skill's cooldown by 40%. So it does kind of force you to use it more aggressively, and you notice how sometimes a lot of good Matildas will use it just to kind of kite and then escape and things like that. Lunox buff. It also leaves her without spell vamp. We want to make the attribute conversion less extreme, and also you know who's a great Lunox player? Nicolette. Alright, so mana cost. That's a big drop. That helps a lot in early game, let's be real. Magic penetration spell vamp, only 50%, okay. Mana cost, it's a big drop. For mana cost, that's a good buff. Also good buff for base damage. Nothing too crazy, at least for early game. And because of the mana drop, you can just spam, right? You just spam. Eve. I want to see Farza's again, man. I miss Farza. Nothing major here, guys. Arena. No damage buff, just mana cost. This player cannot play Assassins in NA. Roger got another buff? Yo, that's big. That's big. Even though it's just mana cost, that's big. Because here's the thing, people aren't even playing Roger in jungle, man. They're playing it in freaking in gold lane. So just this, I guess he can just spam a lot more, I feel like. A lot more. Like in gold lane, he can just boom, 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 boom. Fanny buff. Bane buff. Mana cost, man, everyone's getting mana cost. What happened to the purple buff, bro? What did I miss? They should maybe throw that stuff out first instead of all this. Give me all this shit. Kai buff? Bro, so much has changed. We gotta look at the battlefield. That's really, I feel like all that matters is the battlefield adjustments. Defense growth. So here's it. So what are they doing? So they're making it so that every level their physical defense grows more now, right? Like, let's say they start at 4.4, or you start at 10 defense. Every level you gain, you'll get 7.4 instead of 4.4, right? That's what I'm seeing, correct, guys? So they'll have a tankier late game. Tankier all game. Like base. Their base tankiness will be. Like, this is just going to help tanks early game. It's going to make tanks' early game better. Like, their first 4 levels, it'll make their early game much stronger. What about it? What? I didn't see anything. What's Uomi's post about casters? Huh. I don't know. Send me it. Are you talking about the... Oh, all right. Part of a this one. Part of a professional caster's responsibility is to religiously play the game and study the meta, and that's bare minimum. Bullshitting or parroting your co-casters is just a sleazy way to disrespect your employers and the fans of the league. Don't be that guy. Okay, so as you guys know, I do not play the game that much anymore. I do religiously watch the esport, though. So, I mean, could I take all the time that I watch MPL and do that? So, I mean, it's kind of a... I think there's some give and take. I think you need to be doing something in the realm of MLBB. Like, my question to Uomi is he as in touch with multiple other regions? I think that's the big thing, right? Because, so, Uomi might play a ton, right? But only watch MPLPH and maybe dabble in a little ID, right? Things like that. So I think as long as you are heavily committed to the scene in some way, that's what's important. I don't think you should just be like, once you take off your headphones on the desk, you are never touching at all. Like, if once I put down my headphones, I am just not paying any attention to Mobile Legends at all. And like, here's the thing, man. It is not just about the meta and the mechanics and this and that either. It's about the stories. How in touch are you with the communities, the players? Like, because here's the thing too, like, yes, the analysis should be studying these patch notes like the back of their freaking hand. Even me, who's not a pro analysis, needs to be up to date with what's going on. But what's also very important is how in touch are you with just news, the news? I think one of the things I pride myself on is that I can talk about MPLPH, I can talk about MPLID, I can dabble a bit in other regions. Like, I have a pretty good grasp on, you know, a lot of Mobile Legends globally. So I think as long as you're bringing something to the table, I'm guessing he's like he has a reason for this post. I kind of see what he's getting at. I think maybe it could have been worded differently, or maybe he does mean it. Maybe he means if you're not playing the game at all, then if you don't religiously play Mobile Legends, then you shouldn't be a caster. I don't really agree with that. And I think another very important point to say is, like, some of the greatest football casters, some of the greatest basketball casters, some of the greatest sports casters do not play the game. Some of the most well-respected UFC casters, you know, some of the most well-respected things like that, do not actually compete in the sport. So I think that's an important thing to understand. But I mean, I'm sure he, you know, like, he also responded with, also, I ain't starting public beef with anybody. I straight up take criticism from valid people, and I give it back with the same level of respect. And, like, again, and I think, like, there, like, if Uomi or if Leo or if Mirko told me, hey, you should try to play a bit more, I would take that. I wouldn't take it offensively. I'd be like, all right, yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, and I know I should try to play a bit more, but also I do enjoy watching a bit more. That's kind of where I, like, the 5 hours I could spend playing, I spend watching MPL and stuff. So that's my big thing. Because the reality is, too, if I play this game in NA, I'm not learning shit. Let's also be real here, man. Playing the game in NA isn't going to teach me nothing about MLBB Pro and casting, man. It's not going to teach me a damn thing. Now, maybe going into, I don't know. Yeah. I also wonder if he means more of, like, passion. Like, do you really have passion? Because that's something that I think is important, right? It's more about, I think it's more about passion. Because I think a lot of people do. They take off their headphones on a cast, they go home, and they don't think about Mobile Legends. They don't care about any of it, right? They don't really, like, care about the esports. They don't really care about the teams, right? So I don't know. I think that could be more of his point. Yeah. Did I respond? Yeah, I think I get a lot more out of, like, watching MPL than just playing RG. I don't know if I ever want to go back to just spending 3 or 4 hours a day playing RG, bro. There's just so much better stuff I could do with my time. And I don't think that makes anyone a bad caster. I think that's the most important thing, guys. All right, so Dominance Ice. I don't know, bro. This is a lot. We're not going to go over all this, I think. I'll give a final. I'll read a bunch of it tonight, and maybe tomorrow I'll give, like, a final say-so. Like, do we think assassins are back? Dominance Ice. Blood Wings were 3,000 gold? Wait, what the fuck are blood wings? Or got that much of a nerf? Wait. No, blood wings is the one item. I'm thinking of something else. Holy crystal is now the most expensive item. So all of it's getting nerfed. Everything's getting nerfed. But guys, is this... I mean, I guess they've been testing it a bunch, right? Is this really... What does this do? Does it lower the late game? Like, I don't... My thing is this, is what is this meant... We believe that damage-oriented heroes should play the main role of dealing damage on the battlefield. Well, tank heroes need more defense. Therefore, we have reduced the value of defensive equipment and increased the growth of defense attributes for tank heroes, hoping their adjustment will have a relatively minimal impact. Guys. This just sounds like you're making tank heroes stronger. You're making them stronger without items. And you're making any hero that builds hybrid weaker. Any assassin, maybe you want to throw a Thunderbelt on him or something, you just made him weaker. Any marksman that wants to build a defensive item, you just made him weaker. You just nerfed him. I don't... And tanks aren't getting... Like, you're literally nerfing everyone but tanks by doing this. That's what it feels like. Did all the weapons at least get buffed? I just don't... I don't understand. It doesn't feel like... In the previous patch, to increase the strategic significance of scavenger crabs, that's what they're called, we lowered the difficulty of killing them, increased their drop rewards, and changed the way blah, 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 blah. So we made adjustments accordingly. Now you will get the full reward immediately after killing a scavenger crab. But remember, getting the last hit is more important. So wait. Received a lot of feedback just in that having to pick up the drops after killing them greatly affects the laning pace. So pretty much whoever gets the last hit, that's cool. You no longer have to pick up the stuff. You just get the bonus right when you get the last hit. Last hit gets you everything. I like that better. It's back to how it was pretty much. Yeah, fighters are definitely taking the biggest nerf. Yeah, Milo, that's what I'm saying. But it doesn't actually make them that much less tanky, I think, in the late game. And also, like, all right, fine, but it doesn't get rid of utility jungle. If anything, it makes tank junglers stronger in the laning phase, like the first 4 levels. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how it sounds. It makes them stronger without, like, when they don't have any items, level 2, 3, and 4, they are stronger. And then it actually nerfs marksmen and assassins who want to build hybrid. Like, if you want to pick up a Thunderbelt or anything like that, it nerfs you. So it's kind of, it feels kind of like, It kind of feels in favor of... It kind of feels in favor of tank still. Like, it doesn't feel like it's helping. I don't know. Whatevs. Assassins are back. Me and the GOAT are one for one right now, bro. I just wanna point that out real quick. Me and the GOAT 1 for 1 right now. I thought that Area 77 would maybe lose to Night Horde. They 2-0'd them. The GOAT thought that Area 77 was going to take a game or two, possibly beat GG, and they got swept. So I would say that we are 1-1 right now. And that may be the GOAT doesn't know anything about it. All right, I'm done. I'm joking. Kendrick or Drake? Let's be real, man. Kendrick real quiet right now. Where the hell Kendrick been at, bro? Drake, I think, bro, I think that that Tupac and Snoop AI diss from Drake actually is very underrated. I think it goes so hard, bro. It's literally like I had to listen to it again, and then when I listened to it again, when I like really sat down and listened to it, because it's kind of hard to understand, you got to really just listen to it. I listened to it and I was like, bro. I was like, this actually goes really hard, bro. It goes really hard, bro. The TaylorMade actually goes freaking... It's like Pac just being like, because it's not even like Pac is dissing Die. He's just telling him like it's such a sly, like it's such a clean, kind of slick diss track. The whole thing, it's dope. It was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. Ken, who you got? Let me hear Ken's predictions. Ken Konecki. Let me hear them predictions, boy. Let me hear them predictions, boy. All right. Chris Brown got the best diss track. Yeah, he did go hard, bro. He did not hold any punches at all. What do you guys got, GG or BTK, man? Area 77, sack him. So you think that BTK is going to lose and then lose to Area 77? I think if BTK wins first game, it's a wrap. I do want to say that. I think if they win game 1, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Trio mid GG seems like Onyx Indonesia. What? Tell me Hoon feels like Sands? Best player feels like Kyrie. And Shark feels like Keyboy. Shark, maybe. Maybe Shark, bro. But GG fans Delulu, bro. Hoon likes Sans is one of the best mid laners in the world, bro. Let's be real. Sans is one of the best mid laners in the world. He's not even a Filipino. He's one of the best mid laners in the world. Hoon ain't touching him, bro. Hoon is not even touching him, bro. Nicolette over Sans. Stop, bro. Yato is underrated. Yato needs to work on consistency though. And it's the same thing with T, the same thing with Baj. They need to when they are at peak, when they are playing in peak performance, they are amazing. But if they're not playing at peak performance, it is like it is rough. It is real rough. He doesn't have the best players though, bro. I would disagree. I don't know if GG has the best players. I think they have some of the best players. I think Shark is the best roam. I don't know if Hoon's the best mid right now. I don't know if I feel like Hoon is the best mid. I don't know. Like, I feel like Nicolette and Yato really aren't that far behind Hoon. Like, I feel like whoever you put, I think even Yato, like, if you put whoever you put on that team, I think could do as good as Hoon is doing. Gold laners, I think it's still a toss-up between Basic and Zia. EXP laner is a hot topic, right? Because I feel like Fwy Chicken has just owned EXP lane for so long. And I'm, you know, there's up and comers. ISO is ISO even there in gold lane? ISO's there, but I think he's still, I think there's still some questions. I think maybe a little more time. Maybe next NACT. Kohari's not up there. Kohari needs time. Kohari has potential. Melon, I think Melon is more to talk about than Kohari. Melon is actually the rookie of the year. Like, if I had to talk about who, all right, rookie of the year, Rookie of the season, new player of the season, guy that we got to look at throughout the rest of the year, Melon, man. Keep our eyes on Melon, bro. Melon better be on a team next season, bro. Ayo, Assassin Dave, Mr. Assassin Dave with the 5 gifted membership. Preach. Everybody say thanks, Dave. Does Dave even have his own membership? Drop the fear stickers, guys. If you guys just got a membership, make sure you put some fear in the chat. Mr. Mao. Mr. Mao himself. Vibe him. Mr. Mao, I quit vaping, bro. I quit smoking. This is a 0 nicotine right here. If you're still there. I hope my boss should be proud of me. Thank you, boss. Yeah, this is a 0 nicotine. By the time you see me in grand finals, I will not be vaping, bro. Yeah, it's become a problem, bro. And I feel like I let you down. You probably don't remember, but I told you last time that if I went to M5 I would quit, and I didn't, bro. Honestly, one of the main reasons why is because it's a pain casting and needing to vape all the time, bro. It affects my job. Like, that is probably one of the toughest, that is probably one of the most annoying things about it. It just dictates so much of my freaking life, bro. It's a pain in the ass to cast and have to be on a desk for 4 hours and be fiending for a fucking vape like a fucking loser. Tired of being a loser, bro. That's why I'm quitting. My kid and family, that too. Job, all that stuff. Weed is legal, but I don't do any. Here's the nicotine was my last thing. I don't drink, I don't smoke weed, I don't do anything like that. Nicotine was my last thing left. That's why I didn't quit it for so long. All right. All right, guys. You don't or don't anymore? I don't do anything. No, I haven't done any alcohol, weed, no drugs, nothing at all in over 6 years. No booze, man. Nothing, man. I don't do nothing. About 6.5 years, almost 7 years. All right, we're gonna do some. We're gonna record some content here in a second. We're gonna do a breakdown, a little breakdown in the lead up to NACT. I just need something to drink. I'll be right back. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right, guys. So since I'm not smoking, also I'm having like major snack urges lately, and just I get a little like manicky at times. Like right now, I just feel a little like like I just feel fucking, yeah. I just need to like something, put some food in my bullet. So instead of vaping while casting, you have to eat snacks while casting? No. I'll be good by then. It'll be the year, the goat of the year, the chicken. That's a great question. All right. God, my stream deck's not working. All right, guys. So we're going to be going over NACT a little bit, kind of what's been going on or how things have been, our thoughts on this past NACT, and what we're going to be leading up to. Personally, I believe that this was probably one of the best NACT seasons we've probably ever had. There's been some highs, there's been some lows, there's been some moments. We finally went back to a season format, which was amazing. I'm very glad with the fact that we went back to a season format. The fact that it's no longer the fact that it is no longer just a, we did like the bracket format. We did a lot of weird stuff in NACT. Let's just make things clear. We did a lot of weird stuff in NACT, but this season back to an actual round robin format. Sadly, it was only one round robin, but we got some big upsets. We had some of the, probably one of the best seasons NACT has ever really seen. Things were all over the place. We had a spider web of the way that, you know, we looked at what teams were stronger than others. In the end, we did get some final standings, but as you can see, tons of teams lost to tons of teams. Tons of teams beat other teams. Nobody had a perfect record. One team did have a complete loss record, but we won't speak of that. We will just say that they left a great legacy this NACT. But yeah, things are all overall all over the place. But I feel like playoffs has kind of been a disappointment so far, but we're not going to get too far into that just yet. First, I want to kind of go over some of the major points of the season. Right, we had a team called Fiends that came in and took NACT by storm. Fiends, though they kind of closed out the season a little bit weak, they came in first day beating Bloodhounds, a team that has been around for a while, then going on to take a game off of DA and almost beating DA, almost beating Yato and Baj in them. Then going in and beating Legacy, taking a game off Nighthorde, and to put this into perspective, Nighthorde just beat Devious Activity. Nighthorde, like, just this team came in on week 1 and 2 swinging, man. swinging, guys. After that, we had Nighthorde, another team who finished off the season in 3rd place, man. With a record of 5-2, beating Area 77. Devious Activity ending in 6th this season. I mean, just overall, the season format was interesting. BTK beats GG. GG goes 6-1. The only loss they take is to BTK. BTK early season, day 1. Lose to Area 77 2-0. I mean, it was a season. It was fun. It was interesting. Then, let's be real here, guys. We get to playoffs. We're hyped, man. I'm telling everybody, this is going to be the best playoffs ever. This is going to be amazing. This playoffs right here is going to be lit. You know what happens, guys? Day 1, 3-0. 3-0. Day 2, 3-0. 3-0. Day 3, 3-0. 3-0. Day 4, 2-0. 2-0. 2-0. 2-1. Golly, man, what? Clean sweeps everywhere. Now, I got to ask you guys, and, let me know what you guys think. I think it comes down to 2 things, right? I think it comes down to 2 things. That maybe teams were messing around in season. Maybe teams were doing, whatever you say. In the end, I will say this. I did expect the 4 teams that are left over, which are DA, Area 77, BTK, GG. I think from the beginning of season, we all expected it to kind of be those teams. There was some possibilities that Nighthorde would be there. Even one of my predictions said that I thought Nighthorde would beat Area 77. But still, none of us thought that, like I don't think any of us really thought Fiends was going to get top 3. I don't think any of us really thought. What I hoped was that they would at least put up a slightly better fight. I think we just hoped that they would put up a slightly better fight. I think, of course, I was talking to some of the other casters and stuff about this. I was talking to them about it, about how, Zeke, who was, voting for Fiends against Area 77, I think, and voted for Nighthorde against DA and stuff. And I was telling him how you have to understand that a lot of these players have been doing this for a very long time. And when it comes to playoffs time, they're going to get their gears in check. They're going to get ready. And, they're not going to be, it's no longer just, it's not just a season game. It's the real deal now. And I think that's the difference between, the 4 teams that are left and some of the others, I think a lot of the other teams were running at fucking top gear the whole time. Area 77, DA, BTK, GG, they still got a couple more gears to go till they're at full speed. And I do believe that. But still, overall, it was an interesting season, and I still think we have a lot to see. I still think we have a lot to see from this season. I mean, from the playoffs here. Right now, like I said, it's GG versus BTK up in upper bracket, DA versus Area 7. But again, most of what I want to talk about now is just kind of the journey we saw from a lot of teams. What we kind of hope from teams coming next season. Bloodhounds, we had such high hopes for them. It's really sad that they just kind of failed us. They kind of failed us, man. I don't know what was going on. I'm going to be real. I think this is a great time for me to say it. I think a lot of you have probably caught the vibe from me while I was casting some of those games. It's like, what was up with Ooga Booga? Why did Boca Roscoe bring him on the team? No offense to Ooga Booga, but even he knows it. His picks are sus. I remember there was an interview a season or 2 ago where he blatantly said that he's just playing for fun. He's just playing for fun, and Boca Roscoe seems like a competitive guy. Why do you have a player like that on your team? Why? I feel like Boca Roscoe wants to win. So it just kind of confused me. And that was, then they they just had weird drafts all around. I think once they kind of did make some of the changes, things did get a bit better, but still, it was. And I'm wondering the whole time. So many of their game. I'm wondering, like what, and you know, Ritz, you just said it. I don't think Bloodhounds has improved at all from previous seasons. I agree. It feels like they have not improved at all. And again, like, I'm not saying this to be mean, and I hope that if Boca Rosco or anyone sees this clip or sees this video or whatever, that they don't get like upset at me. I hope it is like a push in the right direction, because I would love to see Bloodhounds become like champions, right? I would love to see some other team become champions, some other players become champions. We had very high hopes, and I think that's why I'm upset about it. It's because, like, I was hyping up Bloodhounds before season started. Goddamn, man. Why are you making me look bad? Then we got Legacy, which I don't think a lot of us expected too much from Legacy, honestly. It's cool to see Riles back. I mean, I think the guy has been around a long time, and we know Riles, and I think he does have potential. He just needs to, you know, step it up. Come back for next season. Maybe we'll see him join again next season. Night Horde. Shout out to Tyrant. Did a great job making this team, keeping the name going. I think, you know, I think this is a great roster, and maybe to stick with it if I was Night Horde. Don't change too much. Just stay grinding all summer, man. Just stay grinding, bro. Stay grinding. And I think there's possibilities next season, right? Fiends, same thing, man. Honestly, Fiends, I think maybe you could make some changes here and there, but overall, if you guys just keep practicing and solid up, I think there's big possibilities for them. I think they could become a namestay. Who else? Area 77 and DA. Sadly, I feel like depending on how these two teams do, there could be some roster changes after again. I like DA's team. I think DA should stay. I think Baja, OT, Melon, Kush, if they could just keep that team and keep playing, hone down on things, they could definitely be a team to keep our eyes on. Same thing with Area 77. You got Ureshi, Jay, Mar. I think these four teams, I think they could become our, you know, our RSG, Echo, AP Brem, Blacklist, right? Like, they could become our top 4 regulars. But, hey, we'll see. So let me know what you guys think. Some of your best, like, what were some of your favorite moments, teams? What do you guys think of future? Again, don't forget to like and subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And that is it. All right. That was a horrible video. You can blame me for the whole Kohari being overrated thing. But I do think that Kohari, we've seen, when it comes down to some micro mechanics, Kohari is decent. And he's not scared, which is also good. I think Kohari, honestly, if he centers himself a bit better and just overall, I mean, I think there's a lot to work on. But there's definitely, you know, some potential there, I think. Like a diamond in the rough for sure. Give him a year. If he plays, if he got on a good team too and got around some other players that have been doing this a long time, I think you could make something out of Kohari. Oh, I think ISO's better. Melon or ISO? I think ISO's better. I think right now it's like Basic and Zia at top. Then it's like ISO, melon, melon. I still think we need to see a lot from melon. I don't know if we can really put melon in like a top. I can't put melon in a top 4 spot yet, man. It's not even close. Yeah, we can't. Let's be real here, guys. Melon looks nice, but we still haven't seen melon go the long haul yet. Let's be real here. You could even argue that like Gina, like they're, yeah. The only good gold laner? No. No. Well, because most of these gold, here's the thing, most of these gold laners haven't been around. Like the only gold laners that we know that have been around for a long time. Because I was trying to see what, because Gina was on DA. Gina was Toru, right? Gina was Toru. R's really not like a bad gold laner. I think there's definitely a little work that needs to be done, but because they felt like they were, Gina got replaced because they felt like they were playing better with Melon. They felt like Melon was better. That's what Yato said. Ooga Booga's not underrated, bro. Get out of here, bro. He's not underrated because no one's overrating him except for you, bro. Sorry, I'm not like, it was fun that one season watching Ooga Booga pick up the Hanabi and like just playing along with it, but no. And then also he kind of lost my vibe. Like, I hate to use the word respect, but kind of like I kind of got trended off when there was that interview with him and he was like, "We're just playing for fun." And I was like, they're like, "We don't even care if we win or lose." Like, whatever, bro. Then don't join NACT. Top 5 mid laners in NA? Hunyato. So it's like Hunyato, Nicolette. Hunyato, Nicolette. Who else do we got? Marcutie, I think, is probably up there. You think Sayori's up there? Demon. I don't know. It's all kind of debatable. Like, are we talking like right now? Are we talking like career? Because if we're just going by career, then yeah, it's Hoon, obviously. Even couldn't get out of team. Demon was Avalon's jungler. He was going to be BTK's jungler. Tarzan or Kush? Actually a good, that's actually a good one. Tarzan or Kush? Oh man. I think Kush. I only say Kush because Kush has some decent achievements, but I don't know. Dream Team? Nah, I'm not gonna give it Dream Team. It's tough. Real tough. Like a team that I would make, I don't know, man. No, I'm not scared. It's just tough. Cause here's the thing, like there's players that I like that I would want on my team probably just because I know them. Achievements? Yeah, Kush has bigger achievements than Tarzan. He won MLSL and he won the Pro League in South America. He got first place with Ignis. Team Ignis. But it's like, for example, right? Like Yato, like mid, I would probably pick Yato or Nicolette, just because I've known those two players for a really long time, and like I maybe consider myself like friends. Like if I was like actually gonna like make a team to like build up, like all right, I'm gonna recruit a team. Let's give it a year and, you know, try to make the best team, which means I would want people that I like. For me, I would want people that I kind of like. So probably be like Nicolette or Yato in mid. Mobazane in jungle, most likely. White Chicken EXP? I don't know, man. Wish I could pick two teams. Like, have my bench. White Chicken and T. Like here's the thing. I probably wouldn't take Mielo. I would probably take T or Fried Chicken before Mielo. Maybe Promise. That's because it's different now, Ritz, I mean. Now it's like Latam. It's like no longer MLSL and MPL Brazil. It's like MPL Latam now. And it's very different now. Mobazane, not because he's the best mechanically, but he's got that dog in him. Exactly. Basically, he just picks the VTK team. Fried Chicken, Shark, yeah. I think the real toss-up is Gold Laner. I think I would pick Zia, honestly. Over basic. So it would be like Shark, Zia. Maybe Shark, Zia, Nicolette, Zane, Fried Chicken. Or T. If I go with Yato, then I probably pick up T, right? If I go Nicolette, then I might pick up Fried Chicken. If I go with Yato, I pick up T. So can I pick all of them? Can I have a bench too? Do I get two benches? Do I get two bench players? It'd be like Shark, Zia, Nicolette, Zane, Yato, T, Fried Chicken. And if I can get one more bench player, I pick up basic. Yeah, honestly, yeah, but Shark does good. Like, I don't know. Do I bring Baj? What about Baj? How do you guys think Baj does on world stage? How do you guys think Baj does on world stage? Guys, my picks are biased as well. Like, understand, like, my picks don't have too much to do with anything. It's like Nicolette and Yato are my picks because I like them. How about create 2 all-star teams? Why, so I can put your players on it? Yeah, it's my team. I can put whoever I want on it. Yato's problem is his parents. Fair. I think I start so Cold World got potential. Cold World definitely got potential. Yeah, as coach? I don't know. Pika Diff, baby. Coach Pika. Keep it American. Midnight's not a NA coach, man. He doesn't even live here. It's not fair. I can't pick NA. Maybe I go for Rose here. I coach. What do you guys mean? I'm gonna coach. He's Canadian. He's North American. Guys, North American. Half of these players are Canadian. What are you guys talking about, man? North American. North American, bro. Zia's lives in Canada, doesn't he? Isn't Zia Canadian? Who's the man, bro? We're making your super team with my manager is Ritz, obviously. Manager's gonna be Ritz. Ritz is my manager. Zia and Nicolette won't play in the same team? What do you mean? They've played in the same team. They literally used to play in the same team. Zia, best player, Nicolette. Team sexy, guys. What? Guys. Zia's playing with a bunch of people that laughed at him and said, nice gold lane you have there. You're telling me beef, all that stuff matters. Come on. Zia don't care about none of that. Zia gets put on if Zia gets put on a team, there ain't going to be no issues. Zia just wants to exactly. Zia just wants to win. Ain't no beef. Bro, you can put Zia in any team. Zia's probably one of the most, like, if I had to like pick a really just cool, like, just down to earth, not super socially awkward, just like a normal human being, I think it's Zia. Zia's like, he's not crazy. He's also not super socially awkward. Like, he's not like just super like, you can't talk to anybody here, scared if the fucking wind blows. He's just a normal guy, man. He's just a normal guy. The likes are looking low. Bro, 57 likes. That is low, bro. He might even sell you weed if you want to, bro. Exactly, bro. Who's going to win, guys? Who's going to win? I will say this. All right. Let's be real here. Let's be real, guys. Let's actually be real. Let's actually be real, guys. Let's actually be real. Actually be real here, guys. Probably one of the hardest NAC, even though the bracket has been complete trash so far. It's been nothing but sweeps. This is probably going to be one of the hardest NACTs to predict. Probably one of the hardest NACT grand finals to predict. Mainly just because in the past, Outplay, GG, the TOB, whatever, have always been the favorites. Have always been the favorites. Whether you like it or not, they are the favorites. For the first time, Moon, Zia, Shark, this trio with the rest of whatever team they bring with them this time. This time it's Fried Chicken, or best player, Zia, Shark, whatever. They're not, like, if you just, in terms of exact stats, they are not really the favorites. Like, they are just because they have one more win over BTK. Right? Like, the ending season score was 6-1 and BTK 5-2. BTK came in second place. But the one loss from GG was a loss to BTK. So it is this really weird place that we're in where you can't exactly say that GG is actually the favorite here. You also can't say that BTK is the favorite. I think if you were like to give this Vegas odds, GG might have like a percentile over or something, but it is tough. I remember back when Outplay got beat by, when we went to Game 7, Outplay versus BTK, even that, it was like everyone felt like Outplay was going to win. I voted on BTK just because, I swear, guys, it was just something in my gut. Something in my gut was like, I think BTK is going to get this. Last season, when I voted for BTK to take it all the way to Grand Finals, it was more of just a, we haven't seen them lose yet. Until they lose, you know, you got to change my mind. This season, it's tough, man. It's like, I don't even know. I don't even know. DA and Area 77 in lower bracket. If you asked me a week ago, I might have said DA would take this. I probably would have definitely said DA would take this. But Area 77 probably, I feel like Area 77 is the steadier team. I kind of want DA to win this just because I'm a fan of Baj, Yato, and T. So if I gave my biased vote, I would say DA was going to win this. But I feel like Area 77 just feels steadier. Like if DA comes in at their best, they could win. They can win. But if they don't stand a chance because Area 77 is always, Area 77's going to give it their all no matter what. I think Devious Activities 100% is better than Area 77's 100%, but very rarely do we see Devious Activities 100%. That's the problem. So we'll see. I do think Area 77 are kind of the favorites here. And for the BTK GG game, man, I don't know, man. Something in my gut is telling me that BTK is going to win this game. I don't know about Grand Finals, but something's, I think a lot of it, I think if BTK wins game 1, I think it's a wrap. I think if BTK wins game 1, then they win it all. I think if BTK wins game 1, they win it all. GG wins game 1. I think most likely, yeah, it's, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. It's a tough call. I want to know what some of your guys' thoughts are on it, but like, not just because you're a super GG fan, not just because you're a super BTK fan, not just because you're a super DA fan or Area 77 fan. Like why do we honestly believe, you know, a team is going to come out on top? I think one of the reasons why BTK may end up winning is just because I don't think CW and Coal World are going to be scared of Hoon and Shark. I think they're going to go toe-to-toe with them, and Hoon and Shark don't get that very much in NA. That doesn't happen very often in NA against them. Another thing, too, to point out is that I think that I don't know, man. I'm wondering how our, you know, I just feel like Best Players Utility Jungle has been a little off recently. It hasn't felt as good as it did last season. Also, no Martis to pick, really. Like, there just seems to be a couple things that I think BTK has a slight edge over, man. Also, I do think Basic is the better gold laner than ISO, and now we have... So, I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like BTK is in a good spot right now. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. TREX out. All right. Another video down. They don't give Valentina a hoon. Yeah. I don't think you got to worry about Valentina too much right now. Wondering how big the nerf on what's it called is going to be. Touch on Ted. Thank you for the donation, though. Thank you for the donation. I really do appreciate it. Do you guys really think this... I think the patch looks like it's going to hugely change the meta, but I don't know if it's really going to hugely change the meta. We will see, right? Like, we're going to figure out here real soon. MPL happens tonight. We get to see what teams are picking, what they're doing. I do think I'm going to call it, though. I think we're going to call it. We almost had 2 hours. It's getting late for me, 1:14. Thank you guys so much for joining today. It was a pleasure. It was a blast. Hey. Here's the deal, though. Never mind. I'm out. I'm out. Doses. Actually, no. Listen, guys, listen. I do have something I do need to... This week, you guys get your best plays from MPL, from NACT, whatever you want. Tell me what you guys think the best plays are going to be. Come in the Discord and let me know. Submit them. Just send me messages like this was the best play this week. We're gonna take the top 5 best plays and do content on them. We want to start doing a weekly best plays. If your play gets chosen, I'll send you an epic skin. So top 5 plays. Top 5 plays. You know what I mean? NA will be a powerhouse and MLB. Yeah, we'll see, Marshall. You can get Lightborn, whatever. Get whatever skin you want, man. As long as it's in the shop. And it's not your plays. It's not your personal plays. It has to be like whatever games happened this weekend in MPL. Send me what you think the best play was. All right? Thank you, guys. Much love, as always.